So you've got 12 hours of content that you need to share with your audience. And unless you are Peter Jackson and all your audience are hardcore Lord of the Rings fans, like me,
you bow to no one.
They're probably not going to want to sit through 12 hours of straight content. They're going to want it broken up. So it sounds like the most effective way to convey that information might be through a series. So stick around for a second, and I'm going to tell you the 2 most effective methods to making that happen. So you've got your content now, but how do you show that content? How do you convey that to your audience? Well, there are a couple things that we need to keep in mind as we move through it, because you have to continue making every episode feel like it's part of a series. They're not unique videos that are disparate and these different areas. They're part of one constructed story arc. But at the same time, you have to make sure that they feel unique and they feel individual. The first thing when we're trying to make sure that they are cohesive is to ensure that the visual elements of the pieces look similar in the ways that they should. So our experts, for example, are always lit very similarly. The backdrops are the same throughout all of them. The camera angles, the camera techniques, those are all the same for the experts because it clues your audience into the fact that I am listening to and watching an expert. The same sort of thing with our witnesses. Now we separate those from the experts and we have them have their own unique feel and style to them. Maybe they're a little more relaxed. Maybe the lighting is a little more natural and less studio lit. Things like that separate those, but if we have them throughout all of those witnesses, all of those experts, it keeps that cohesiveness, it keeps your audience clued into what you're doing. Now the next thing is B-roll. We try to have unique B-roll throughout the whole series. You can't keep coming back to the same shots. It's gonna get boring, gonna get dry. The feel of that B-roll should be the same or at least similar throughout most of the pieces. You wanna create a visual look that you keep coming back to. And whether or not you use different actors or different characters throughout, and you probably should if you're going through a series, they should all come back to that same visual look. It keeps your audience engaged, it keeps them in that feel throughout the whole series. And another reason it's so important to have this visual look is that with a series in particular, people are generally going to break up their viewing. We come back to that thing about Lord of the Rings and the stamina, and most people are not going to sit and watch 12 hours of content, even if it's part of a compelling series. So they're going to watch it on a weekly basis. And having that visual distinction that allows them to keep this in the same cinematic universe that you've created. So there you have it. Those are a couple of the most important methods that you can utilize to create a compelling series for your audience. And I know there's a whole lot more that goes into creating a series. Trust us, we've done hundreds of hours of content in series form. But honestly, that's why we're here to help too. If you need help creating a series and sharing your message with the world, reach out to us. We're here to help you along the way.